What's up YouTube, it's your boy Sho back with another video. With the spring sale actually about to end, they dropped another sale. They dropped the Golden Week sale, and this happens like every year if I'm not mistaken, and it's based off of Japan's Golden Week. So we'll see a lot of Japan based games in this one. And I actually do love this sale. I pick up a game every year out of this sale. So I'm going to go through and kind of show you guys what games I feel like are good. And what games I feel like you should definitely pick up if you're just kind of on the fence about what you should get. So I am on my other account because, I bought a lot of these games and I want to, just basically see the price and see if it's good for you guys. So right off the bat, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I honestly think this is such a great game. Even without all the DLCs, it's such a great game. If you love fighting, if you love competitive fighting, it's definitely a pickup. Lost Judgment is the second game in the Judgment series, which is a spinoff of, if you didn't know, Yakuza, which is such a fine series. Yakuza 7 currently is turn-based. Lost Judgment and Judgment basically continue the original format in which, it's really action-based. So with that being said, we'll move on. I haven't played Strive yet. Definitely might pick that one up this time. Persona 5 Royal Deluxe Edition is absolute steal for $20 because Persona 5, if you haven't played it at all, which is hard to believe in this day and age, it's definitely a great game. In the Deluxe Edition of Persona 5 Royal is crazy. I think I might actually buy this because I don't have the Deluxe Edition and I had the Royal on my other system. So I definitely might pick this one up because it's such a good deal. For $20, you get a lot of game, like over 100 hours of gameplay, deep JRPG storytelling. Great game. Then we have Monster Hunter. I played Monster Hunter. I have spent about 500 hours in Monster Hunter. It's a really good game. If you have the Switch, I do recommend getting the one on Switch, the newer one on Switch, because they get more support and there's DLC. I think this game is about done with actual support. But if you're looking for games that are challenging, that you can play with your friends, you cannot beat Monster Hunter World. But beware, if you do have PS Plus and PS5, you get it in the PS collection for free. So Arena Ultimax, I haven't played it yet, but I'm such a big fan of the Persona 4 game, so I definitely think it's a good game. Shinobi Strikers for $8. Honestly, Deluxe Edition isn't a bad idea. It's pretty okay game. It's not the best. I can definitely see something better than spending $8 on, but it's something good you can pick up if you want to. Now, moving on to Dragon Quest 11. This is such a great game. If you love JRPGs, which I'm pretty sure if you're looking at this sale, you might be interested in getting into one. This is one of the best ones ever. Really easy to get into. Really, the combat is really good enough for you to really start to master it and enjoy it. It's such a great game. Definitely pick it up if you haven't already. And then I mentioned Yakuza earlier, but this is Like a Dragon in its Hero Edition for $27. I think this is absolutely a steal too. Definitely get the PS5 version if you get the chance to. The PS4 version is great. I just really love the game on PS5 with all the nice little upgrades. And for being honest, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It is such a wacky fun adventure. It mixes the old format of the Yakuza franchise with the new format of it being turn-based, and it made such a good thing. So great game, great pickup, definitely worth $27. The Origins bundles right here for $12, definitely worth picking up. You should probably play these ones first because they follow the old style of the more action-based games. Ys 9 was a pretty good game. It wasn't necessarily for me. I did enjoy it, and I didn't necessarily give it as much of a try as I wanted to. The game itself is very fun. I just never end up going back to it, if that made any sense. But definitely, I wouldn't say pick it up for this price point. Wait for it to drop a little bit lower. It is a great game though. It's fun to play, and if I had given it more time, I probably would have loved it. Now moving on to Fairy Tail. So as Fairy Tail goes, I'm gonna be honest. I honestly don't think this is a good sale. For being honest, the Fairy Tail RPG, it's good. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun, but it's definitely not worth $40 in my opinion. It's definitely a $20 game. If you see it for $20, if it goes down cheaper, then definitely pick it up. But right now, you can kind of leave it. You have One's Justice. There was One's Justice 2 up ahead. I didn't really mention it because I didn't want to speak about the One's Justice franchise because, if I'm being honest, the games are okay. They're fun fighters if you have friends or little cousins that want to play against you or battle against you, and it's a fun time. For $8 you really can't go wrong. It's a pretty good sale. You can kind of clean up a lot of games like this on this list, but generally I wouldn't pay more than $10 for it. Seven Deadly Sins, I've actually not played this. This is probably going to be the pickup I purchased, just simply because I haven't played it. I want to try it out and see how it was. I heard it was bad, but I mean, at $9, it's like, you can pick, like I said, you can pick up a lot of these games just to try out, honestly. Treasure Coast Steel, I definitely recommend it. It is a little dated, if I'm being honest. It is a great JRPG, but it is a little dated, and it feels a little dated, and it feels like it might not necessarily be your cup of tea, if you like a lot of the more modern games you really can't get with some of the old style JRPG games. This is turn-based. It's really good series. It basically, I don't know if you guys know the MCU, but if you do know the MCU, you can think of this game and this world and this franchise as the MCU. They have multiple different games, but everything takes place in like the same world, just at different times. And certain games, they all collide together. So it's a really big grand adventure, and I really do enjoy that. Now, Ys 8 was fantastic. I would probably say wait for a little bit more of a sale, to be honest with you, because considering that Ys 9 is cheaper than this, I definitely think wait for a sale. I feel like it should be lower, but to each his own. If you haven't played the Storm games by now, I don't know what to tell you. They're great games, man. Like, $5 for a Storm game is stealing, in my opinion. I feel like that's thievery. If you like Naruto, if you like anime, you don't like anime, it's a great fighting game. Pick them up. They're good games. This guy, whoa, that's not right. Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload. I think these are really great games, in my opinion. I feel like they're really good adventures that keep you on your toes, keep you excited. You should definitely pick up this for $15. It's definitely a steal. And speaking of some steals, we definitely have some more, honestly. Right here, Fatal Bullet. I absolutely did love this game. This is probably one of my favorite Sword Art Online games. Sword Art Online has a lot of games you don't know, and they generally they're decent. They're not the best, but I felt like this one was a lot of fun. And with $10 for the complete edition with all the DLC, you can't really beat that, man. You got to pick that up. If you have any love for Sword Art at all, you got to pick this up for sure. I didn't mention any of the Trails Coast Steel stuff up here because, as I said, if you haven't played the first game, then really any of this is meaningless. Ni no Kuni 2. Definitely should pick this up. I had a really fun time playing this. If I'm being honest, I really enjoyed this. I'm really glad that it actually reduced it this much. I think it's still a great game, still a good story. I love pretty much all the Ni no Kunis. I love 1 and 2. But this one in particular is a pretty good game, and $9 you really can't beat it. 85% off is crazy. So definitely pick that up if you haven't picked that up already. Then you got Danganronpa 3 over here. I'm gonna be honest about One Punch Man. I make a lot of jokes. I make a lot of videos and jokes, basically talking about how bad this game is. But the sandbox itself, like the ideal of One Punch Man, like this specific one, was actually really fun. It's just that the fighting system wasn't that great. Now, this was like years ago when it first released, so maybe now they've updated things and it's a better game overall. But for me, I really didn't enjoy it. I would definitely say it is worth $11 just for the laughs, just for the fun of it. Fighting system was so terrible to me, though, is that it quickly makes you wonder if you wish you had not bought it at $60. Dragon Quest Builders definitely is great. If I'm being honest, definitely is a great game. I got it on Switch, and I just ended up spending hours upon hours into playing this game. I don't know what it is. I really don't even like playing like Minecraft singular, but for some reason Dragon Quest Builders really had me hooked in. I just could not stop playing it for some reason. It was actually kind of crazy, if I'm being honest, because like I said, I love this game. I feel like it's a great game. Definitely a time waster if you're like you just want to chill, you want to do something simple. This is definitely something you can go and play and really have fun with. And as you see, there are DLC packs down here that are on sale. So with that being said, we'll move on. Alright, we have Atelier Riser, and I do like this game. I kind of love it. I like it, but this is, for me, one of those JRPGs where you don't go in it for the action. Like, if you go into it, you go in it as like a kind of calm, cool experience, because a lot of it is about making items. If you're not familiar with the Atelier series, it's about alchemy. It's about making stuff. And that's like, for me, that's like my chill type of game. A lot of people play Animal Crossing, but for me, this is my kind of game. I go and play when I just want to have a cool time. I just want to chill, just play the game a little bit, and this is the game I choose. It's a great game, definitely worth $30. I feel like it's a great game. Then we move on to the Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered. This is 4 and 1 in a deluxe pack. I just said that because I saw deluxe edition on the next one, but these are two great games. If I'm being honest, a lot of good steals in this sale. Like, this is probably one of the best sales I've seen in a minute, and these are two good games that'll run you a good number of hours for at least $13. You can't really beat, if I'm being honest. I love both games. They aged pretty well. Some of the things in them aged poorly, but other than that, I definitely recommend this as a pickup because it is $13. You really can't beat that. Then you have Type O. Type O, honestly, I played this a long time ago. Now, I played this a long time ago on the PSP. I absolutely did love this game. I did. So I never got the chance to play it on the PS4, so I might end up picking it up at $7. I did play a lot of the PSP ISO version, so I definitely love this game. It's a good little game if you like Final Fantasy. Definitely worth the $8 in my opinion. Definitely might be a pickup for me. Alright, so I feel like I would have cheated myself if I had not put this one in there, because simply I do actually love this game. I do not recommend it for everybody because it is kind of janky. It's his sword art, but it's based on the worst arc in the anime, which is the fairy arc, but it's not the actual story. It's another entirely different story. But I played this one like years ago, so my opinions of it might change now, but I completed it all the way and I put a lot of hours into it. If you like sword art, I definitely say pick it up, if I'm being honest. There were a lot of sword art games that I did not actually enjoy, so I actually did enjoy this one. I felt like this one was cool. I like the flying in it to a certain degree. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but if you just want to try something, just definitely pick it up. I liked it. I played a lot of hours into it. And here we go for another pickup from me. I have not played Persona 5 Dancing and Starlight. I played the Persona 4 one. I actually do like these games. If you like rhythm games, it's definitely good rhythm games with definitely great music. You've probably heard any Persona music in the background. Yeah, it's a good chance I might be playing Persona music in the background of this video, but just know that they are great games. They have great music, and if you like rhythm games, definitely give it a try. Black Clover Quartet Nights. I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't play all the way through it. I got bored halfway through. The online would have been a lot better had they had more people. I feel like the game is a little bit dead right now, so the game itself is good framework. It does feel a little cheap at times, but it definitely does feel like a good game. And it feels like maybe if we get a second one, we can kind of improve on a lot of things I feel like were wrong with this one. Would I pick this one up at $11? I honestly would. I had a lot of fun with it, and generally that's what games are for, to have a good amount of fun. And I definitely think this is something that you can have a lot of fun on. It's something you can really enjoy. Small mention of Atelier Riser 2. If you haven't played one yet, if you have played one, you pretty much know to try to get this one. If you haven't played one, go play one. Alright, Tokyo Xanadu. Honestly, I'm going through the sale and I'm just honestly seeing so many games that's easy for pickup. Tokyo Xanadu, I definitely would pick up. It's one of them games where it's definitely low budget, you feel like, but it has its own flavor, it has its own charm. If you like this sort of thing, and for $12, this game is pretty much, I wouldn't say a steal, but it's definitely great value, if I'm being honest. It's a good game. Definitely pick it up if you like those games. The Sky 5 Complete Bundle. Yes, this is value. This is pickup. Even though it's only 50% off and it's not under $10 like a lot of these other games are, this is definitely good value. If you haven't played any Disgaea game, I will tell you, as I see down below, there is Disgaea 1 and there are Disgaea games. If I'm being honest, Disgaea is such a great franchise. You should definitely pick it up. It is so good. It honestly is hours of gameplay. It's a decent comedy storyline with a little bit of seriousness in it. Definitely something I love and I didn't think I would love, but just try it out. Honestly, I don't know what much to say, but definitely try it out. It's a great game. Disgaea 1 is good too, but the reason why I say try Disgaea 5, even though it's the 5th game in the series, I would probably start with 4 if they have it on their list, but Disgaea 1 has a lot of features removed. So if you are looking for like good games, you're looking to start the series fresh and not play any of the other ones, I probably would play 1 before I play 5, because 5 just has a lot of quality of life upgrades that 1 doesn't have. So for me, I came in on 5, so I wish I would have stayed. Like, I wish they would have had 1 at the time, and I could have played that one and then, you know, enjoyed the series a lot better. And the original Dragon Quest Builders, I don't know, but I swear every time I see a sale, the second Dragon Quest Builders is always cheaper than the first one. I haven't played the first one. I might have to go play it. But yeah, I don't know why. One Piece Unlimited World Red, $5. I mean, it's a One Piece game. It's got One Piece characters in it. I ain't really like it, but I mean, $5. You can go and just like punch stuff with Luffy, I guess, for $5. You get a little experience. The Sky 4 Complete Edition. Great game. Great game. Probably play this one before 5 if you decide to pick up 5. So probably play like 1, this guy at 4, and then this guy at 5, because like as it goes on, these features they get added, just make the game a lot more enjoyable. So, you know, hours of content in these Disgaea games. Honestly, I can't say much about them. Alright, so as I'm searching through the list, I don't really see any other games that I particularly have played or heard about and enjoyed. So this is pretty much going to be the end of the video for me. Hopefully you guys can take one of my recommendations and really enjoy that game. I do see a couple of pickups from me, just simply off the strength of them being so cheap and me just want to try them out and make them videos and stuff. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'll do one of these every sale from now on. Hopefully you guys can find something, and I'll see you guys next video.